11 Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
You're looking live at Lieutenant Jan Russell Honor Memorial Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. It's week 5 in the SFL and it's Showdown Tuesday. And already, folks, this feels like a match between two heavyweight fighters. The New Orleans Pharaohs are hosting the Atlanta Swarm. It's number 4 versus number 18 in SFL power ranking. The Pharaohs are led by their starting QB, Xander Gold. But the question is, can he have a breakout game today to overcome this Atlanta defense led by linebacker Quanta Shine and safety Aaron Lee? It's week 5 in the SFL, and Atlanta coming to tonight's game, winners of 3 straight, and it seems like Coach Chisholm is starting to get his guys to believe in the system that he's been trying to implement. Atlanta is starting to get really good from their quarterback, Marcus Dunhill, who threw for 291 yards and 2 touchdowns in their last outing. The biggest turnaround for Atlanta has to be this defense. They're ranked 5th in the league, only allowing 21 points per game. In the last 8 quarters of football, they've only allowed 34 points. They are fast, physical, but most of all, they're hungry for a victory today over the New Orleans Pharaohs, who stole games from them last year in their 2 meetings. The Pharaohs coming to tonight's game 1-3 after making the playoffs last season, and they are one of the most exciting teams to watch in this league. Xander Gold is full of MVP potential. He's coming in today's game with a lot of weapons today. And I am Damon Seaman, your play-by-play commentator, and alongside me is Eddie Gage. Eddie, do we have you? And here's the kick by Atlanta. And here's the returning by Aaron Arrington of the New Orleans Pharaoh. Arrington has daylight, got room up along the north side of the field, tackled and brought down at the 44. Xander Gold and the New Orleans Pharaohs receive the ball first. See what Gold can do here. New Orleans comes out in a 2 wide receiver set, 1 tight end. Last year in their 2 meetings, the Pharaohs coming to tonight's game to play on the right side of the field. There's a strike down the middle of the field by Gold, and he got some completion. This time it's to Yassine Clifton, his first catch of the day. First down for the Pharaohs. Now up to Atlanta's 45-yard line, cross midfield. There's a look at Deezer Powell, the number 1 receiver for this offense. Hand off here to Jack Logan, and Logan's got open space in the middle of the field, down to the 30. Oh, he brought down and tackled at the 24-yard line of Atlanta. Looks like Lee there on the tackle. Here's a look at Logan Jack on the replay, getting blocked by the fullback and number 60, the pulling guard there. And that is Dez Dermani coming away with that big block to open up room for Logan. 3 wide receiver set here now for Gold. Logan in an offset eye. 3-3 defense for Atlanta. There's a screen pass to the fullback, and he's going to pick up 8 yards on that screen. Being tackled and brought down by Lee once more, his 2nd tackle of the day. On that reception was Brock. Targerian, fullback, far formation, Jokers. Defense in a 42 nickel. Here's Gold, throw the strike across the middle of the field to Deezer Powell, picks up the first down and more, out to the 5-yard line of Atlanta now. As a look at Deezer Powell after picking up that reception in the first down afterwards. There's Logan Jack up the middle. 3 wide receivers to field. Logan's going to gain 3 yards. 2nd and goal now. There's a look at Blake Chance, the journeyman of the SFL. Been around for quite a few teams. 3-3 nickel defense here for the Atlanta Swarm. There's another handoff here to Jack. Jack up the middle. Jack is stopped and brought down by Dylan Rowland at the line of scrimmage. Not going to pick up any yards there. 3rd and goal here for the Pharaohs. Xander Gold underneath the center, call and signal. It's like a 3-3 defense here, maybe. Yep. 5-step drop here by Gold. Gold gets pressured, dumps it out to the fullback. Nothing doing. 4th and goal. 2-yard loss on that possession. On that play, should I say. New Orleans is going to have to settle for a field goal. Going to bring out kicker Zane Lee. Zane Lee stands at 5'11", 178 pounds. There's a kicker by Lee. The kick is up and it is good. 21 yards right down the middle. New Orleans jump up on top. 3-0. Pharaohs up on the Swarm.
Sports fans are gearing up at Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear. From all the leagues, teams, and players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Then get on board with the Tax Admiral and let us steer your way to financial freedom. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS, then call me right away. You're in charge with the Tax Admiral.
Welcome back, everyone, after that short commercial break. As the New Orleans Pharaohs jumped up on top on their first possession, and they marched down the field and picked up 3 points to put on the scoreboard. I do have Cameron Irvine in the booth with me. Cam, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Damon. How are you?
There's a return there by the Atlanta Swarm out to the 31-yard line.
Good start for New Orleans here on that opening drive. A team that made the playoffs last year, 1-3 to start, had a real tough schedule, and the beginning of the season it looked like Atlanta might have been one of the easier games on it, but they are off to a great start this year.
1st and 10 for the Atlanta Swarm. There's Marcus Dunhill underneath the center. DDG Hollywood in the backfield with him. Boo Chisholm down to the bottom. Sage Falco to the top, and Marcus is going to be tackled and brought down in the backfield. Going to lose 7 yards there. Give credit to the tackle. Or should I say the sack on that play? Let's go to Coleman Fletcher, coming up with the first sack of the game.
That's what you want to do. Get Atlanta in that 2nd and long. Make Marcus Dunhill uncomfortable. He's had a great start to the season, but this offense relies heavily on BDG. Can't do that in 2nd and long, 3rd and long.
Atlanta 2nd and 17 now at their very own 23-yard line. There's a 5-step drop here by Dunhill. Dunhill jumps it off to Hollywood, and Hollywood does not pick up a yard at all. 3rd and 17. Long to go for the first down now for the Atlanta Swarm. I'm pretty sure this is not the way they wanted to start their first possession.
Yeah, New Orleans has come out ready to play today, DeMond. I mean, they're looking fierce right now, trying to pull a big upset, and there's nothing better than starting off a game off like they have.
Here's Marcus Dunhill. Throws a strike down the middle of the field. That pass is caught. Oh, my goodness. The backfield with him. Boo Chisholm down to the bottom. Sage Falco to the top. And Chisholm comes up with a magnificent play. What a catch by the veteran.
Looks like we got a flag, maybe. Oh, no.
Oh, they're going to call holding. Oh, it's on the defense. And the Swarm decline. They're going to take the yards there, pick up the first down. Take a look at that replay. Marcus get pressured and then throws off his back foot, and Boo Chisholm right across the middle comes up with a magnificent catch.
What a throw from Marcus Dunhill. That might be his best throw of his career on 3rd and 17, backs against the wall, down 3 early on the road.
If I'm not mistaken, I want to say that was Fletcher once again getting pressure on Dunhill. Dunhill now in the shotgun formation has 5 wide receivers. Dunhill gets pressured again and brought down this time. Was that Tyron Smith? Yes, it was. Tyron Smith comes up with a big sack. And I don't think this Atlanta Swarm offensive line is ready or came prepared for the defensive line of the New Orleans Pharaohs, as they're getting great pressure on the first 5 plays here of their first possession.
Yeah, New Orleans is bringing the heat for sure, and they're forcing Dunhill into some impossible situations, but he's done it before already.
Here's Dunhill once again, 5-step drop. Dunhill throws a strike to Chisholm, and Chisholm does not catches it. 3rd and 18 now.
Man, you got to catch that, Damon. Hey, you're a Hall of Fame receiver yourself, Damon. You got to reel those in. He's wearing your number.
Yeah, you can't wear that number and not catch that ball, man. That's a given, you know. 3rd and 18 now. Here for Atlanta, 5 wide receiver set. Dunhill called in the signal, takes a 2-step drop, throws right down the middle of the field. And I don't think this Atlanta Swarm. Oh, what a catch! Oh no, he got hit and he dropped it. Unbelievable attempt for the catch there, but just couldn't bring it in, Cam.
Yeah, that was almost the second 3rd and long conversion of the drive for Atlanta, and Tank Bennett coming up clutch, and what a nice start. Actually, it was Kappa Jones that came over and got the hit. What a nice start for New Orleans, and I got to say, considering Marcus Dunhill took 2 sacks on that opening drive, 6-play drive, not so bad for the Swarm coming out.
Absolutely, because New Orleans is one of the teams here that gives up a lot of points in the SFL. They come in, I want to say, giving up 28, 29 points per game, and stopping a powerhouse offense such as Atlanta that shows great signs for the defense.
Well, Damon, you are a big player in this league. You call play-by-play. We've done championship games for years now together, but also a receiver in this league as well on Houston. You get around the SFL ranks, and I'm sure there are a bunch of new people looking to get involved tonight.
Absolutely. Everyone who's looking to get involved, please visit the website at simulationfl.net and also join our Discord, and you'll be able to interact with everyone involved with the SFL. Here's go down the middle of the field. That pass is tipped away.
Man, the turf monster looked like it got Aaron Lee there. That ball was coming right for him. Thought he had a chance to pick it off. Napier making the play, but Aaron Lee may have missed an opportunity to pick as he fell down about 5 yards behind the play.
I saw that. You're absolutely right. He sure did. The turf came up and grabbed it. I guess the turf was trying to give him a turf toe. 42 nickel defense here now for the Atlanta Swarm. Here's Xander Gold on a 5-step drop. Throws us down the middle of the field. Pass is incomplete. Oh, great defensive play there.
Man, I know why you were trying to finish the word down and couldn't, because that ball just kind of hung up in the air for a lot longer than I think you and I expected, Demond. And Xander Gold's in trouble here. 3rd and long. Both quarterbacks have been put in some 3rd and long situations as Jack and Hollywood have tried to get going.
Cam, here's a 4 wide receiver set here for New Orleans. They love to go in these big spread out packages. Xander Gold with the big arm. He got, looks like y'all see Clifton down the middle of the field. Hollywood, is he going to make it? No, he stopped there and brought down at the 10-yard line.
Man, you're seeing Clifton. What a ball from Gold. I mean, he had to sail that over the top of the defense. Watch this, gets right past. Oh, man, just a little late to react there on the play. That safety, Aaron Lee saves the touchdown, but You've seen Clifton making plays early, and man, the Pharaohs look like the Pharaohs of old.
Yeah, they sure are. It's actually the Pharaohs of last year where they was making some noise in the SFL, made the playoffs as well. And y'all seen Clifton comes up with a big stretch seam right down the middle of the field. Xander Gold put that right over the head of Blake Chance. Here's Gold to the corner, touchdown! Deezer, pop!
Actually looked like Matt Wolf there on that far sideline, going to drag the toe. I got to see this one again. That was very close.
Oh, that was Wolf. It looked like a 7 to me. Okay, I thought it was 17. That was Wolf. My bad. Matt Wolf. And New Orleans, I'm sorry, Atlanta is going to challenge it, Cam. I guess they must have saw what you saw.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that he even got 1 foot in here. He may have gotten a toe. This is going to be a tricky one, Damond. What do you think here?
Let's see here. That's out of bounds. I don't think he got in. He didn't make it.
Yeah, I don't think he even got 1 foot.
The pass has been ruled incomplete. The catch was made out of bounds.
Well, good thing I didn't go trademark on that one.
Yeah, you kept it restrained on that one. That, I think in your heart of hearts you knew that there was no Hollywood Boulevard on that play.
Second and 10 here now for Xander Gold and the New Orleans Pharaohs. 3 wide receiver set. These are piled down to the bottom of the field. There's a 5-step drop here by Gold. Right down the middle, got his man. Looks like y'all seen Clifton. No, it's not Clifton on the reception. It's going to be the backup tight end, Roman Vickers.
You know, sometimes when you get in a magnetic field and your compass gets all wonky and you don't know where you're going. I think his compass was a little wonky on that play. He had no idea where the end zone was.
Yeah, I think he was pretty excited that he caught the ball, maybe. Going to that same play on the previous 2 plays earlier. Now they get Wolf in the end zone. Hollywood Boulevard. Wolf has made an entrance.
Man, nice adjustment by Matt Wolf. I think Xander Gold told him, hey, why don't you cut that route off a little bit and go to the back of the end zone instead of in the corner. What a dime. And Wolf definitely got 2 feet in that time. New Orleans is cooking in the first quarter.
And Cam, I'm excited as far as what I'm seeing here from Xander Gold. Coming in 1-3, they won the last game versus Carolina, and Gold has just had a rough start so far towards the beginning of this season. I want to say he only has 6 touchdowns so far. Maybe it's 5, if that. But he has just had a tough start. But he's putting these passes right over the head of these safeties, and man, he's looking really good.
We are fans, and when our team makes the playoffs, tickets are gone or way too expensive. Since 2015, ShoeWin has been making sure real fans can get tickets to the biggest games at face value. For a small reservation fee, which start at $10, you can pick your team, game, and seating zone. When your team makes the game, you get the tickets for face value. Visit ShoeWin at facevaluetickets.com and lock in your tickets today.
Everyone, welcome back here to the SFL action on 11 Sports. For those who are new, if you want to chat with everyone here in the SFL, please go over to twitch.tv and search 11 Sports and subscribe to them and join that broadcast. You'll be able to see this game here that is going on. You'll be able to chat with everyone who is live watching us. Maybe your name can be shown up in the chats on the screen.
Yeah, chat shout-outs to Imp Guy, Siege Falco, Swole, Brown Knight. Scrolling up the chat here. They are dominating it right now. Jay Core's in there. AJ Today Jackson as well. Settling in. First of a Tuesday doubleheader here.
Trips right here for Dunhill. Throws a screen pass to BDG Hollywood. Hollywood cuts it right back upfield towards the middle of the field. Picks up 4 yards on that reception. His first reception of the day.
That was some kind of throw, Damon. You see that pass? That
Yeah.
was definitely a backwards pass, but that was an Andrew Rastelli laser, if I've ever seen one.
It came out. Yeah, that came a laser.
See what I did there? You everybody out there got to watch the vlog from the convention.
Please watch the vlog from the convention. Hilarious. And there's BDG Hollywood up the middle. He's going to lose a yard. 3rd and 7 now for Atlanta at their very own 38-yard line.
That vlog right now on our YouTube channel. I think the most impressive thing about New Orleans so far has been their ability to pounce on BDG Hollywood early. They have made the Swarm a one-dimensional team and put Dunhill in 3rd and long now for the 3rd time in this quarter.
And it looks like New Orleans is going to play man coverage here. Marcus gets pressured, and Sage Falco comes up short, unable to reel it in. It hit his hands, Cam, but he just couldn't reel it in.
Oh, my gosh. I was looking up to the sky after that drop from Siege Falco. Again, Marcus Dunhill making an incredible adjustment in the pocket, and he's had Chisholm and Falco drop passes early. And Atlanta right now just they're in position to make great plays, but they're just not making them, and they need to wake up here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. 2 drops on plays that could have converted for first downs is not going to get the job done because this Pharaoh team is hungry. There's Aaron Anderson on the return, picks up for just a few yards.
Looking at these 2 teams, Damon, it's incredible. Atlanta top 5 in every major statistical category, yet down 10 right now.
Wow, points per game, 2nd. Wow, top 5. That is awesome on both sides of the ball. Here's Logan Jack up the middle of the field. What a spin move. Picks up 6.
Blake Chance on the stop there. He was acquired in the offseason. This is his 7th season in the SFL, his 3rd different team, a savvy vet, and makes a nice stop there. If Jack makes one more spin to the outside, he gone.
I totally agree with you. He would have been gone here. The 2 drops on plays that could have converted for first down. Like far jokers. Here's a 5-step drop here by Go. Dumps it off to, looks like Jack. Jack's going to pick up the first down and more. Out to New Orleans 42-yard line. Man, this team is moving the ball up the field, Cam.
Yeah, this has just been really impressive. And, I talked to a couple of people in the week who were wanting kind of a scouting report on where is New Orleans right now in the grand scheme of the SFL at 1-3. And when you look down their schedule, New Orleans has played Mexico City, Alaska. They have just had a rough schedule. Denver as well. All of those teams are above 500. This team is showing up today.
And that's what happens when you start the season off with a tough schedule like that. Got to play against some of the powerhouses here in the SFL, and sometimes it's hard to come away with wins. But you got to put your game plan together and try to get your team to convert what you're trying to implement onto the field, and steal some of those victories away from some of those 500+ teams.
Brock Tagarian on that last catch. That's got to be an all-name selection at the end of the season.
Yeah. He's built like Brock Lesnar, I'll tell you that much. 42 nickel defense. Here's Logan Jack up the middle of the field. He's popped, hit hard by Blake Chance.
Chance with the heavy hitter, but Logan Jack moving the sticks. Got another first down for New Orleans. And, Jack is amongst the league leaders in rushing. They're sitting there coming into the week at 439, but just goes to show you he hasn't lost a step.
Here's Gold. Got a man across the middle of the field. It's Jesus Powell, and he picks up the first down. Back-to-back first down for the New Orleans Pharaohs.
Man, if I was any team in the SFL, I'd want Deezer Powell on my team. He's a physical specimen, and he's just so lethal. Atlanta probably lucky that only went for about 12.
Yeah, he is one of the most underrated receivers here in the SFL. 5-step drop, everybody go. There's an out route to Powell, and that pass is tipped it. And that's Blake Chance. Blake Chance has been very, very, very active. Had a few passes thrown over his head, but he's been doing some great things as well on the defense thus far.
I think it's that bright green equipment. They look like they're trying to land an airplane there with that equipment on. But he has been outstanding, stopping jack, deflecting passes. He's definitely been Atlanta's MVP through one quarter.
His handoff here to Logan. Logan tries to spin move, but look who's there. Blake Chance coming away with another tackle.
And we'll be right back after this.
What if we told you that Stadium brings you free, premium sports, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with exclusive live college games,
maybe the play of the day in college football,
daily studio shows.
This is the pinnacle of the sport. If you don't want to fight, don't come here.
Highlights and full game replays sent to all your favorite platforms. Modern, personalized, and built for you, the viewer. A new way to watch sports. Stadium, welcome to the game.
Elbows straight and position your shoulders to not move.
5 days a year, with exclusive live college games.
maybe the
Of all the moments you share with your best friend, the greatest could be the moment you save her life. Every second counts in cardiac arrest. Learn hands-only CPR and be the difference for someone you love.
Welcome back to Simulation Football League, and Simulation Football League is presented to you by APM Music. Tonight's Simulation Football League broadcast is Insert Network on 11 Sports. We're also presented to you by Fuel. Beyond imagination, visit the all-new SFLinteraction.net today. Matt Doyle Designs, the official branding partner of the SFL. And by Media Tech Institute. Turn your passion into your profession. Aerial shots brought to you by AirViews, united by drone. Visit airviews.com to see more drone footage, as you just saw that gorgeous shot over New Orleans, Louisiana.
Man, what a quarter for the Pharaohs. If they can keep this, if they can just string together more play like that, they're going to come out of here with a win and knock Atlanta from the undefeated ranks.
3-3 nickel defense here for the Atlanta Swarm. And Xander Go, big arm down the middle of the field. He's got Wolf. Wolf picks up the first down, Cameron, down to the 5-yard line.
Well, I know his last name is Wolf, but how about Wolf Wolf, man? He's a dog, as Eddie Gage would say. Miss Eddie being on the broadcast, he had some technical issues, but wow, what a start for Xander Gold. New Orleans has a shot in the arm this week.
1st and 10 at their 5-yard line of Atlanta. 3-3 nickel defense, and New Orleans is in the F wing. Up the middle is Jack, and Jack gets a touchdown. Hollywood Boulevard. He's signing his name in the concrete.
Man, this is kind of hard to explain, Damon. I mean, it's not often you see a 3-0 team in any season, in any league, coming on the road and just digging themselves a hole. Look at the tough running by Logan Jack. Man, the Pharaohs, they were ready. They had a long week to prepare for this game. They got to do it at home. They've played a lot of games on the road early, and this Pharaohs squad is looking sharp.
You're absolutely right, and let's not also forget that Atlanta had a week off last week, so they had a lot of time to prepare for this game, and it doesn't look like they prepared at all. And that extra point is good by Lee.
I get what you're saying, though, Damon. Sometimes the bye week can actually be a hindrance, especially if you're healthy, you're rolling, you've won 3 games in a row, and then all of a sudden you stop. And you don't have play. They had the convention a couple of weeks ago, and riding that high, and they're flat today.
I spoke with head coach and owner of the Atlanta Swarm earlier today, Cam, and he said that he really wants to win this game tonight after 2 losses last season and a ghost scandal, which we're not going to get into as of much.
The ghost game.
He said, I know this is a trap game, and we need to protect the ball this evening and not fall victim to it. And there's Dunhill. His receivers, Cam, are just lost out there. They're not catching the ball for him.
Oh, my gosh. And that time it looked almost to be a timing issue. And I'll tell you what that was, Damon. The last 2 first downs Marcus Dunhill's had, he's been sacked. So he throws the ball too early, and it kind of hit Wooding in the side. He hadn't even turned around. The timing was off on that one. I'm going to give Wooding a bit of a break. Dunhill feeling that pressure that New Orleans has been putting on him.
Ace trips here now for Dunhill. Dunhill throws across the middle. Got a catch this time. Looks like Walker. Nope, not Walker.
Wooding redeeming himself there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice catch over the middle. They needed that. They've been in 3rd and long this entire first half. Get something manageable and try to get BDG going.
Yeah, that was a great catch by Wooding. Same formation. BDG Hollywood in the backfield by himself. And Hollywood gets a spin move, picks up the first down. That's their second first down here in the first half, Cam.
Wow, I wish I had those moves on the dance floor, Demond. I definitely don't have those moves. And hey, I met BDG in person at the most recent convention. I bet he takes those moves to the dance floor too. That was a pretty move to get the first down.
I bet he do. Looks like the defense is going to bring pressure, and they do bring the blitz, and BDG Hollywood pin move and hit hard. Trying to catch the number of the tackler.
Yeah, I missed it too, but this is what looked like maybe Kappa Jones again. This is what Atlanta needs. They need to find this balance, find this rhythm. We mentioned top 5 in all major statistical categories. This is a very balanced unit.
3 wide receivers set here for Dunhill. Called in the signal. Got an out route down to the bottom of the field. It's Sage Falco. He picks up that reception there. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 49. Yeah, that was major disrespect. Just run the guy over, man. Just don't even help him up.
Trying to make Zen Lee think about it. The next time he kicks a field goal, Falco's going to be over on the sidelines giving him the stink eye.
Done here underneath the center this time on 3rd and 2. 5-step drop. Got a man. Oh, what a one-handed catch by Wooding. And Wooding picks up the first down on that reception.
That was a mouth opener, Demond. Sometimes you just can't contain it. That was a beautiful catch from Wooding. And I tell you what, despite being down 17, Marcus Dunhill's playing a pretty good first half.
Yes, he is. He's putting balls right where they need to be. Here's a handoff here to Hollywood. Hollywood's going to pick up 2 on that carry. Going back to Dunhill.
2nd and 8 at the 41.
They're going to go power I now out of the I formation. Actually, this is the weak power, and it's the Hollywood up the middle of the field. Who else you thought was going to get it?
Good run. Again, see, 3rd and short. This is why this drive has been able to be successful, because they're gaining chunk plays on 2nd down specifically, and they're not losing yards on 1st down. Now they just need another first here.
They're going to go far pro now. Here's another handoff. ISO to Hollywood, and Hollywood is hit right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like Heath McDaniel.
Ben, don't.
Heath McDaniel, number 2.
Yeah, Ben don't break, DeMond. I mean, they let Atlanta matriculate all the way down the field. There's the ghost right there. Not the goat, the ghost, although he's pretty close to being the goat too. But yeah, that was a great job by New Orleans, just giving Atlanta a little bit, but wasting a lot of time off the clock and not getting a stop at the end of it.
There's Otis Jenkins going to try to play coffin corner, and Aaron Arrington's going to call for the fair catch at the 16. Great decision there by Arrington.
This drive has been able to be successful because they're gaining chunk plays on.
Cam, I think what's eating away at this Atlanta Swarm defense is the defensive formation that they've been basically in nickel all game long, whether it's 4-2 nickel or 3-3 nickel, and that's not getting it done for them. This is a screen pass here to Logan Jack, and spin move, and Jack is brought down, hit by a Quanta Shine, and Quanta Shine said, "Not on my side, baby."
We better change her. We're sitting in the press box because he knows where you live now. He heard that. He said, "That's enough. We got to shut this down." And Shine going east-west there to make that play. Nice job by their captain.
And Shine, one of the most athletic outside linebackers here in the SFL. I think he's number 3 in all-time tackles. Here's Gold with the big arm. That pass is deflected and intercepted by Lee. Aaron Lee comes away with the INT. Oh, my. Atlanta is starting to make some noise now, Cameron.
Sometimes when you're rich, you get a little greedy, and that time Xander Gold trying to squeeze one in down the field on a long bomb on a post play, it looked like. And that time Atlanta all over it. Aaron Lee with the nice grab. Didn't get caught by the turf monster that time. And for the first time today, Atlanta's in scoring position.
3 wide receiver set here for Dunhill. BDG Hollywood playing to the right of the line. Dunhill, he got him and he dropped it.
way.
No way, Wooding. How dare you do such a thing?
No way. He was wide open, DeMond. That is,
wow.
Man, it is not your day. I tell you what, man, Coach Chisholm is going to have a fit in the locker room. Dunhill can't do it any better.
You're absolutely right. He's playing phenomenal ball, but these receivers are just shooting themselves in the foot, and they're throwing this game away. Weak power formation here. Here's BDG Hollywood up the middle of the field. Breaks one tackle, unable to break a second one.
I like the strategy, though. You can't get back into the habit of being in 3rd and long. Give it to Hollywood. Let him get some yards. And for Atlanta, if I'm an Atlanta fan, please, somebody just catch it.
Wow, Cameron, I thought Atlanta for sure was going to reel that one in and put some points on the board. 5 wide receivers on the set here, and Dunhill got a reception by Sage Falco inside of the 10-yard line down to the 8. What a jumping and grabbing catch there by the veteran.
Sage Falco making up for the first drop. Look at that play. You want to talk about high pointing the ball. That was a high point battle for the ages. I think Bennett was coming over to get nearly an interception, and Falco took it from him.
Yeah, he went up over 2 guys, as you stated, Bennett and Arrington. Arrington is a Pro Bowler and a future Hall of Famer. And there's a screen here to Hollywood. Hollywood's going to step out.
Yeah, unfortunate there. Just kind of ran out of real estate, but This is Atlanta's time, man. They've had the ball now probably for the last, 3:45 out of the last 4 minutes of this ball game. They got to come away with a touchdown, you feel like here. A field goal would feel like a huge disappointment.
Single back formation. Here's handoff here to Hollywood, and Hollywood is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Ray West, put your name in the stat sheets, baby, because you just got another tackle.
This is a very underrated defensive front. Ray West leads the way, but with Heath McDaniel II and Levant Irvine, who came over in free agency in the linebacking core, you see both of them out there right now in that 3-2 look.
Dunhill got him in across the middle of the field, but he's going to come up short. Not going to be able to pick up the first down or get into the end zone, as the first down marker was on the goal line. And that was Casey Morgan on that reception. And Atlanta's going to have to settle for a field goal.
30 after field goal.
And Cam, this is going to be a 21 yard attempt.
Yeah, that Wooding drop cost him at least 4 points.
That's blocked.
It's still loose.
It is loose. Atlanta picks it up, but it's going to go over to the New Orleans Pharaohs, and we're going to cut to a commercial break. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on 11 Sports.
Introducing the Hometown Collection by Fanatics. Rep your team and city with this collection of locally inspired graphics designed for the fan. Available at Fanatics.com. Shop now and get today's special offer. Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
Are you being audited and do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a tax doctor now.
Everybody, you're watching the Simulation Football League presented to you by APM Music. Here we have the New Orleans Pharaohs, white hats, purple jerseys and pants versus the Atlanta Swarm. And here's Logan Jack. Logan Jack did not have to spin, but it did anyway, and Aaron Lee made him pay for it. But Cameron Irvin, I think if he stays down to the right side of the field, he may be still running.
Yeah, and we're about to get some chat reactions to that blocked field goal coming up on the screen. I'm still in disbelief that Atlanta got no points off that drive.
There's a 5-step drop here by Xander Gold. Goes to his progression. That ball is picked off. And that's Corey Mickens, the backup free safety, coming away with that INT. I'll take that, Xander.
Man, at this point, maybe they should put some defensive backs in at receiver, Damon. They got 2 catches, 2 picks in the first half, and these receivers are not getting touchdowns. This is a heck of an effort by the Swarm defense, keeping them in it.
Great work there by the defense. Man-to-man coverage here. They're playing press. Here by the defense. They're going to bring pressure as well. They bring the house, and oh my goodness. Biddy G had no way to go as he's going to lose a yard there.
This is what New Orleans is known for. Aggressive, in-your-face defense. High risk, high reward. Dunhill's got an audible out of that. Great stop.
Andre Daniels come right up the middle of the field, untouched, and blows up BDG Hollywood. Single back formation, another handoff hit to Hollywood. See if he's going to get those yards back, but no!
Levant Irvine, love the last name, my friend. It was a terrific play. And, man, New Orleans just won't let up. We're almost to halftime, Damon. It's been kind of a fast-paced first half, and Atlanta still has nothing.
For a defense that give up so much, they're giving up so little tonight. 5 wide receiver set here for Atlanta. No tight ends on the play. Dunhill step up in the pocket. Got some man down the middle. He picks up the first down to the 5-yard line. And it is Jason Hunt coming away with that reception. And we're going to cut to a commercial break. You're watching the Simulation SFL presented to you by APM Music.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. If your employer doesn't supply health care coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private health care is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. To get the coverage you need, call the number on the screen now.
Everybody, welcome back to the Simulation Football League presented to you by APM Music, and you're watching 11 Sports. The Atlanta Swarm are marching down the field here at the 5-yard line of New Orleans, first and goal. And New Orleans has everybody on the defensive line. Looks like they're in a 5-2, maybe a 46 Bear. BDG Hollywood crosses Hollywood Boulevard. Give Atlanta 6 points.
Yeah, Damon, fun fact, I don't, people may not know just yet the history behind your famous Hollywood Boulevard call, but it actually wasn't BDG Hollywood that it came about. He's just the biggest beneficiary, is that right?
That is right. It did not come from him.
He just thinks it came from him, though. We'll just keep letting him think that. Man, good answer. I mean, they finally turned it into points. They got it, on the ground with BDG, but Atlanta has kind of weathered the storm a little bit with back-to-back interceptions and a touchdown.
APM Music, and you're watching 11 Sports. The Atlanta Swarm,
and they made this a ball game.
That's the way to answer back. The defense gave them the ball back and great field position as well, and they took advantage of that this time by the offense. Also, make sure you follow Simulation Football League on Instagram. Like the SFL on Instagram at SimulationFL. And give all partner nations best a follow as well. Make sure you look them up. Here's Aaron Arrington, a very dangerous man on the return game, Cam, and he's going to be stopped and stuffed at the 34.
He's part of every coach's scouting report when they look at New Orleans every week. A very dangerous returner and an exceptional corner. Aaron Arrington, a future Hall of Famer, no doubt. I think he's been on the ballot either both years since the Hall of Fame started or at least this past year. He's probably next in line.
I would say he is. I totally agree with you. Been around for a long time, ever since season 6. Here's Gold, gonna dump it off to the halfback. Tried to do a spin move. No way. Blake Chance comes up big on that tackle. Not on my side, Logan.
One thing Atlanta has done well today is defend the flats. They really have not given that up. New Orleans loves to get Jack involved in the passing game, and Atlanta's done a good job out there. And shout outs to all the new people watching the SFL for the first time today. We'll get into more about what this all is in a little while.
Here's Andrew Gold on a 2-step drive. Got a screen. I mean, not a screen, a fade. Oh, he dropped it. It's like Deezer Paul dropped that one.
Blake Chance again getting out there. Powell had it, and right before he stepped out of bounds, Chance popped it out of his hands. What a first half for number 27.
Yeah, Blake Chance is playing some outstanding ball for this Atlanta Swarm defense. 5 wide receivers on the field here now for Gold. With a big arm down the field, he got Wolf. Once more, it's Matt Wolf coming away big time down the field. Looks like he was up on a corner out there. There it is. Great catch. Great tackle there by the defensive back as well. Napier with the saving tackle, Cam.
He a dog, man. Matt Wolf, impressive. He really has been, while Deezer Powell has been blanketed a little bit, Matt Wolf has been the hero of this first half for the Pharaohs offense. He's really opened things up, and right now he's there on the right side of that tee.
Trips tight bunch here now for the New Orleans Pharaohs. Y'all seen Clifton to the top of the field. That's Clifton on the out route. Clifton can make the reception. He picks up 6 yards.
Damon, did you see every Atlanta Swarm player look right and Clifton go left? He totally fooled every single Swarm player out there. That was incredible route running.
He must have gave them a good head look to the right and right back to the left. He came with it. Wow. 3-3 nickel defense. The defense is playing far back. Look like they're just about 10 yards back, 8 yards back. And there's another out route to the top of the field. This time it's going to be incomplete, out of bounds. It's Deezer Powell.
Well, Sean Diggs must have said something there on the bench because Powell came running over to him. Diggs must have said, man, you gotta cut that route off a little sooner. Powell being a little emotional right now. I think New Orleans is starting to feel like maybe Atlanta's gaining some momentum and they're getting a little defensive.
3rd and 4 here now for the New Orleans Pharaohs. Xander Gold got an out route that passes into Stanton. Oh my goodness. What a one-handed grab. Oh, he breaks the tackle. He had a fistful of jersey, but he came up short. 10-5 Hollywood Boulevard. Oh my goodness. The non-contract player, Corey Mickens, comes away with his second interception in the second quarter.
Corey Mickens, give that man a statue. What a play. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. I mean, really, seriously. Like, I don't know how he even stayed in bounds. And we gotta get an 11 Sports top 10 plays up in here because that just might be number one. What a play, and the Swarm are back in it thanks to an unsung hero, Corey Mickens, with his time to shine today.
Wow, the backup free safety comes away with 2 picks, less than 2 minutes of football play. Oh my, this is going to be some game. It's heating up now. There's the extra point, and that one is good. And now the Atlanta Swarm has creeped themselves back into this ball game. 17-14 is New Orleans now. And what is that, the kicker? What is wrong with him?
Man, kickers are dramatic, Damon. You know that. They love the drama. They soak it up. And look at the chat right now. If you're watching this for the first time on 11 Sports, you go to our live chat room on the 11 Sports Next Twitch channel at twitch.tv/11 Sports Next. And you can chat right now with players and coaches on the field. You can see there that the chat is just going ballistic over that pick six. Hollywood 34 is BDG Hollywood. Swole 2011 is Joshua Williams on the defensive front. Siege Falco. No explanation needed there. All Atlanta Swarm people checking it out in the chat, and they are loving this comeback right now.
3 wide receivers set here now for Xander Gold. Going to hand it off to Logan Jack. Logan Jack right up the field. What a powerful run. Picks up 6 yards, 42 seconds and counting on the ticker. Going to go no huddle here. I wouldn't run it again. It's a 5-step drop here by Gold. Gold throws it out route to the top of the field. Deezer Powell catches it this time and gets out of bounds. Stops the clock with 33 seconds.
And has more to say to the Atlanta bench. I can't even, going back to that pick six, I can't even fault Xander Gold with that pass. I mean, it was placed in a place where anybody in the stadium would have thought only his receiver could have gotten to it. And Mickens just made one heck of a play. And if I'm Xander Gold, you just got to shake that off, man. That was not your fault.
Yeah, Mickens' outstanding play. One-handed grab on that one as well, Cam. You got to be just athletic for a defensive back to do such a thing. Here's Gold on a 2-step drop. This time he's going to dump it off to Logan. Logan Jack is going to be stopped and tackled by Napier. No huddle. There's a pass down to the bottom of the field, and that pass is caught by Noah Martin. And Cam, I'm wondering how come New Orleans didn't take a timeout on that last dump off they did to Jack there. They could have saved some time.
Yeah, and I think they lost that. Well, I'm not sure if they lost a timeout earlier in the game.
To a challenge.
Yeah, to a challenge. So they only have 2 left. That could have contributed.
There's Gold, and he got Powell. Powell down to the 5. Hollywood Boulevard. Give Powell a start.
Man, who got owned out here? That was Blake Hamrack. That is very unusual for Hamrack. He usually is pretty conservative. What I mean by that is
here's Gold on a two-step drop. This time he's going to dump it off to Logan.
Usually doesn't jump a ton of routes and stays back pretty deep. And that's what you have to do against Wolf and Powell. Against the Pharaohs, you just can't give them the opportunity to score 50, 60, 70-yard touchdowns because that's how this team thrives and wins. And after they scored 31 on the road last week in Carolina, the Pharaohs have a rhythm. That was a huge response from Xander Gold because New Orleans really could have buckled under the pressure and folded, but that touchdown gives them some momentum back.
Yeah, that was a great drive there by the Pharaohs. I mean, leaving only 10 seconds left on the ticker, and Deezer Powell going up and get that one was just outstanding. And not only just the fact the attempt of jumping up to catch the ball, to break away speed after the catch.
And Damon, just before the first half ends, I'm still thinking about that Mickens play. I think that might have been the best play by a non-contracted player in the SFL in league history. I mean, that was such an amazing and incredible achievement. And it just goes to show you, if you're sitting on your couch right now, watching this game or watching on your phone, wherever you might be, you can join the SFL. And, I mean, you don't even have to be a superstar big-time player to make superstar big-time plays like that. That was, I still can't get over it, but I promise it's the last time I'm going to say anything about
it. Here in the SFL, Cameron Irvine, broadcaster and commissioner, is my partner tonight. And that was a handoff up the middle of the field, and that was to BDG Hollywood, and he's not going to get anything but a yard on that play there. To look at Mark Chisholm. And Atlanta calls a timeout. Very, very interesting. You run the ball, which is to eat up the clock, and you call a timeout right afterwards, and leaving 3 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I think if I'm Atlanta right now, I'm just going to give it to BDG again. Marcus has had a really good half. Don't ruin his confidence by trying to force something down the field. See if BDG can take you home. Maybe you get some blocks, and who knows, touchdown. A non-contracted player in the SFL in league history. I mean, that late.
Aaron Arrington is lined up right over Siege Falco down to the bottom of the field. Here's another handoff here to Hollywood, and Hollywood pick up 1 yard. And he is met by Levant Irvine. Comes away with that tackle. And there it is, folks. We're at the half now. The Pharaohs are up 24-14 over the number 4 team in the SFL, the Atlanta Swarm.
Here we go, first half stats and analysis. Golly, what a wild first half, Damon. This has got to be the craziest game of the week so far. 314 yards for New Orleans, almost 200 yards more offense, and they're only up 10.
Cam, look at the red zone percentage by New Orleans, 100. I don't think I've ever seen that before in all of my football life.
Definitely not featured, right, as a halftime stat. That stat usually is up there for a reason because you didn't score points. But New Orleans has just been effective. They've taken advantage of all their opportunities. The fact that Atlanta, think about it, they got no points on the drive that Wooding dropped the touchdown. If they would have gotten points on that drive, even just the 3 points, but they got the field goal blocked, it's a one-score game. If I'm Atlanta, my offense got it going late. I feel good. I just got to stop the big play in the second half and just keep doing what I'm doing offensively, because what they were doing offensively in the first half, it wasn't bad. A couple of sacks put them in third and long situations. They nearly got out of those. Yeah. If I'm Atlanta, I'm feeling good. This isn't so bad.
I have to agree with you. You're not down by much. You're only down by 10 points, which is a two possession ball game. You've proven that you can march the ball downfield, and your receivers have proven that they can get open. Some of them just haven't been able to make catches on some of those open, plays, but your quarterback is playing phenomenal and great and outstanding football right now. And as you stated, they did great by just running the ball and not allowing him to chunk it downfield, throw an INT, and then his confidence drop. So I give kudos to Atlanta for that, and I feel that they have to come out and give a heavy dose of BDG Hollywood as well.
Was Xander Gold playing with house money there at the end of the first half with all those picks? I think that New Orleans needs to rely a little. There it is again. Oh, I said I wasn't going to talk about it again. I forgot we had halftime highlights. What's the block at the end of this play on Xander Gold? Pow! I mean,
that's a push in the back.
Yeah, where's the flag on that? From the very beginning, Damon, this game's been a little chippy. We've seen some chatter on the sidelines. I'm sure that Hamrack had something to say to Gold as he shoved him in the back there, and the officials missed it. This game could get chippy in the second half. If I'm New Orleans, I'm going to try to get Logan Jack more involved because Xander Gold being a little bit risky right now, and I don't want to blow this 10-point lead.
That's something that they may have to take. I'm not going to say they need to take into consideration exactly what you just said there. Not allow Xander Gold to get the big head and get too cocky and confident and want to chunk it all over the yard, but get your running back more involved as well to try to eat up some of this clock. And everyone, welcome back to the Simulation Football League, presented to you by APM Music. You're watching 11 Sports. And here's Walker on the return. Walker tries to do a juke move, nothing doing. Down to the 31-yard line of Atlanta, and they're going to take the ball first here in the second half.
All right, so if you're the Swarm, just keep doing what you're doing, and I think it'll all work itself out from there. However, I will say that New Orleans has not been afraid. They keep punching back every time Atlanta gives them a punch.
It's a 4-3 defense here now. Oh, there's a false start there by the defense, and BDG Hollywood's going to break through the line of scrimmage. Looks like he picks up 7.
Now, do you accept it and go 1st and 5, or decline it and go 2nd and 3? Looks like they're going to accept it and take the down. Well, Damon, how did you join the SFL back in that? You're on the SFL documentary, A New Frontier, which you can see on 11 Sports, but you have had a long journey here and now a Hall of Famer.
It's kind of hilarious how I joined. I'll give it to you right after this play here. Here's Atlanta. Weak power formation. They're going to screen pass here to BDG Hollywood. Got blockers out front. Picks up the first down. Tackled and brought down. Looks like.
However, I will say that New Orleans has not been afraid. They keep punching back.
Heath McDaniel. Cam, one day I was at work at my desk in my little cube, and I'm always on YouTube because I'm always searching something about All Pro Football 2K8, which is the game that we use here in the SFL. And I come across some SFL highlights. There's a handoff here to BDG Hollywood up the middle of the field. Spin move. Grabbed and brought down. And that was Cornelius Arthur there on the tackle, Cam.
So you were watching some highlights.
Oh, I thought you was going to say something about the play. Okay.
No, I was interested in your story. Yeah, you could pick it up afterwards, unless Mickens makes another one-handed interception again.
3 wide receivers said here for Dunhill in the Swarm. Dunhill down the middle of the field. Oh, that pass is tipped away. And that was Bennett coming away, flying across the field. Pass intended for Boo Chisholm. 3rd and 5 now for the Swarm. Well, yes, as I was stating, talk about breaking content. I
wanted to talk about that play. No, I'm just kidding. See, this is how you draw out a story. Well, what happened after highlights?
Dunhill underneath the center. Got blockers out front. Oh, there's a pass down the middle of the field. That pass is off, picked away by Bennett. So as I was stating, I was searching All Pro Football, and when I searched for the latest content on YouTube, and I came across some titles that says SFL highlights, and I clicked on some of those, man, and some of the teams of where the Dallas Stars, the Grand Rapids, team up there, New York Knights and so forth, the San Francisco Bulldogs. And, man, the guy behind the mic just drew me in. I'm not going to say his name. Matter of fact, I'll say his name anyway. Cameron Irvine.
What?
I mean, it drew me to the league, and I thought to myself, man, this is awesome. This guy is broadcasting over the game commentary, the commentary inside the game, and he's outstanding, you know. And so, therefore, I thought about searching or contacting the individual. Oh, here's Logan up the middle. Why did he stop? Hesitation out to the 30, the 40. Midfield going to be tackled and brought down at the 39 of Atlanta. Logan Jack says, shut up about how you became a member of the SFL and broadcast this game.
Well, hey, I tell you what, man, that's one way to shut anybody up. Logan Jack, look at that. Hurdled over his own man, and he had to stop to get a chance to get out of his way. But heck of a job by Logan Jack, just being a disruptor out there on the field.
Oh, my. Brought us back to earth, didn't he?
I promise I didn't remember how that story goes. All I remember from the documentary is Damon saying, I put my little earbuds in, you know, and I feel like Jerry Jones, man. Yeah, those are the two things I remember.
Oh, there's a reception here by there's Wolf there on that catch there. and he's outstanding, you know. But yeah, man, I would be at my cube, you know, with my little earbuds in and watching SFL. Not supposed to have my phone out at all, but who cares? I did what I wanted to do at the time. But man, you gotta love it. And as I stated, I thought about reaching out to you to see if you know, how can someone join this you know, magnificent league. But I said, well, he may be one of those guys or those YouTubers who doesn't respond back. So I didn't attempt, you know, to reach out. But I was in another league called the Casual Adult Gaming, also known as CAG, ran and commissioned by Tim Johnson, also known as TJ Speaks. And so TJ ended up getting a team known as the Baltimore Crabs. I want to say that was season 3, was it? Season 4?
Yep, third down here. Oh, nice play there. They see Atlanta got off the field. They're not giving this one up. They're going to have to punt it away. All right.
There's Wolf there on that catch there.
Hey, Damon, you better be quick. We got to go to commercial here.
Yeah, so that's basically how it came about. TJ ended up getting the lead, Baltimore Crabs, and TJ asked me would I like to be a wide receiver for his team, and I said, heck yeah, I would love to. And ever since then, I would rush home from work, watch the SFL on Twitch TV, still in my dress clothes from work. My wife was like, you gonna shower after this game, baby? Dr. Sim is on the screen. There's a punt there by the Pharaohs, and we're gonna head into a commercial break. You're watching Simulation Football League presented to you by APM Music on 11 Sports.
Psst. Hey, over here. Hi. Do me a favor. Could you invest that for me with Stash? With Stash, you can start investing with just $5. That's right, get your phone out. With Stash, you can invest in stocks and funds you like. You can also start planning for the future by opening a retirement account. They even have a Learn section where you can learn how to invest safely and confidently. I do it myself, but I only have arms, no thumbs.
We'd like to welcome back all of our viewers to watching the Simulation Football League presented to you by APM Music here on 11 Sports. I am your commentator today, Damon Simeon. Alongside me is Cameron Irvine, my partner in crime. And here's a handoff into Bitty G Hollywood. Hollywood makes one man miss, tackled and brought down by Bennett. And also Ray West comes on the tackle as well. There's a look at Hollywood's numbers, Cam.
You know, as commissioner of this league, Damon, I was in the beginning of the first quarter. Anytime you have a technical issue and you miss Eddie Gage not being on this call very much, it becomes a little frustrating. But you know what? This game has been extremely pleasant and entertaining to call with you. It's been a fantastic start.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was looking forward to calling the game with Eddie tonight. as Eddie is one of my good friends alongside you as well. Looking for him and I to call the first game ever together between us, as Eddie is just getting into broadcasting. He did a great job on his first color commentator last week.
And I think for new viewers out there that are wondering, well, that was a nice story. What exactly was the moral of the story again? Point is that Damon Simeon is now a Hall of Famer. He joined the league just because he found us randomly, just like maybe you have today. And now he's got over 7,000 receiving yards. He owns the team in Houston. Is still playing today as a play-by-play broadcaster and already has a tagline that should be trademarked. And he's been to both SFL conventions. He's gotten inducted in the Hall of Fame. I mean, this man is SFL royalty, and that can happen to just about anybody. And who knows, man, if Atlanta can come back in this game, it might happen to whoever can help Atlanta lead the charge.
There's BD up the middle of the field, not going to get the first down. 1 yard short, and it looks like Atlanta is going to a conservative game plan here. They've been running a whole lot on this first possession.
I got to admit it to you, Damon. I actually kind of like it. They're trying to shorten the game up. New Orleans is so explosive. Keep their offense off the field. Let's have a consistent drive.
Here's Dunhill underneath the center, calling signals, handoff here to Hollywood. Hollywood's going to get the first down after being hit hard by Ray West. And Hollywood gets up, amped and pumped up.
Man, these running backs are crazy, man. I don't know how they keep doing it. It's almost like the more they get hit, the more fired up they get. Every time I get hit, I mean, somebody could throw a pebble at me and I'd want to go back inside.
There's a shift in the defensive secondary. Downhill on the one-step drop. Oh, throw the dart to Chisholm. Boo Chisholm, you ought to be in the hall yourself. Great catch, fella.
That was another mouth drop from your humble commissioner. Look at this beautiful throw. I mean, Hood, the only thing Hood could have done is put a hand out or something. But, I mean, he was right on the back of Chisholm, and Dunhill put it perfectly.
That was I can't even think of the word for that throw by Dunhill. It was just outstanding. And off here to Chisholm up the middle of the field, and Bennett is going to hit him right at midfield as he crosses it at the 49-yard line of New Orleans there. Boo Chisholm is starting to heat up, Cameron.
I don't know how Tank Bennett is always making tackles. Like this guy comes from all different places, all over the field. He really is a special player.
He's looking for that number one spot. He's coming for Eddie Gage.
Wearing his number, too.
2 scoops 2.0. 5-step drop here by Dunhill. Oh, I jumped it. I thought it was picked off, Cam. I saw him coming. My goodness. He came fast.
Cornelius Arthur, he's going to look back at that film, and I hope he's already married, because if he's not married, his best man's going to show that footage on his wedding day. That was rough.
I was about to call it, too. Trips left, 2nd and 10 here for Dunhill in the swarm. 5-step drop, dumps it off to the halfback up top, and he's going to pick up 7 yards. 3rd and 3 now for the swarm.
The biggest difference since the first quarter is the lack of pass rush. The only time they've gotten a pass rush on Dunhill here in the second half, he threw an incompletion on 3rd down, nearly got intercepted. Pressure has equaled a worse Atlanta today.
Oh, there's a false start. Going to be a first down here for Dunhill. He can take advantage of this, picks up the first down and more. Excuse me.
Yeah, the official about to clear his throat. Get on.
He came fast.
Cornelius Arthur on the intercom. Tell us that penalty is going to be declined. Damon, I've never understood, if you want to make the game of football faster, if you're going to decline a penalty, do we even need to make the announcement? Let's just move on, right?
No.
How long do we wait sitting there on our couch every week waiting for the official to make a call. That's what's great about the SFL. We take R62 on the road with us wherever we go, and he gets off the mic quick.
Yeah, he could have threw that handkerchief up here and let me use that as something to clear my throat with. I could have spit that, that mucus up. Weak formation, power I. Handoff here to Chisholm. Chisholm's going to pick up 4 yards. Ray West on the tackle.
BDG, man, you're giving Boo Chisholm too much credit now.
Did I say Boo?
Well, you said Chisholm.
I said Chisholm?
I'm sure Chisholm is a wannabe running back, but BDG's got it going on.
Maybe I get you. I get your point. I think I was looking at the receiver down to the bottom of the screen. Here's Dunhill with the big arm. Oh, Aaron Arrington. Aaron Arrington says, son, not in my house. I'll find the checks here at this domain.
Man, and that's why he should be in the hall. Look at the placement of his body there. He gets in the way of Falco. Not only does he get in the way of his vision, but he gets in the way of Falco even being able to make a play. It was kind of like a half box out, half fadeaway of sorts. And Arrington just makes a beautiful play on the football to halt momentum, and New Orleans has kept their 10-point lead.
And now the offense has to start at their very own 3-yard line. Handoff into Logan Jack. Makes a man miss. Almost makes another miss out to the 9-yard line. Picks up 6 yards on that handoff run there.
This is the 5th meeting between Atlanta and New Orleans, and these games are always crazy, man. I don't know what is in the water when these two teams always meet up, but it is a game worth prime time every time.
I think it's that south of the country. It's very competitive football down here. There's a 5-step drop here by Gold. Gold got Deezer Powell there for the first down out to the 22-yard line.
Great read by Gold. Guess who was covering Jack in the flats? It was Mickens. And Gold says, oh, no, I'm not going over there. Look at Mickens covering the flat. He finds Powell in the short zone. And, man, if only Powell could have gotten a block, he could have gotten probably about 10 more yards on that play. But a nice adjustment to come off of Jack in the flat and find Powell in the middle of the zone.
He probably milked him, baited him in, and allowed Mickens to think that he was going to run that same route where he got that INT on, and said, nope, I'm going this way. There's a 5-step drop here by Gold. Gold's going to dump it off here to Jack in the flats, and he's going to try to attempt a spin move, picks up 4 yards. Brought down by Dylan Rowland and a host of Atlanta Swarm. Oh, there's some jarring going on there with Dylan and Xander Gold.
Rowland's been quiet tonight. He's had a great season so far. Back in Atlanta, it's his 5th season overall in Atlanta, and he's a 7-season veteran of the SFL.
There's a handoff here to Jack. Jack had one man to beat, but no, couldn't get past the third tier of the defense. And that was Aaron Lee coming up on the tackle.
Mickens assisted and even got a pat on the head from Logan Jack. Game respects game, Demond.
Absolutely. That's one thing about the players in the SFL. A lot of mutual respect, Cam. Although we're on the gridiron and we're in battle like gladiators, we are allowed to give respect. And there's an out route to the top of the field, and Deezer Powell comes away with that reception. His 7th of the night.
Nice grab by Deezer. A quiet 96 yards for Powell. I thought he had been a little bit more in check than that, but he's starting to rack things up pretty quick.
Let's look at Xander Gold. Once was in MVP mentions a couple of years ago. I want to say his rookie season, if I'm not mistaken. There's a handoff here to Jack right up the middle of the field. Going to pick up 2 yards there.
One offensive player of the year that year, or offensive rookie of the year, I should say, was in the MVP conversation and last season. And looks like that's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
Yep, it is. And we're going to cut to a commercial break. You're watching Simulation Football League, presented to you by APM Music. You're watching on 11 Sports. 11 Sports is brought to you in part by Nation Best Football, helping NFL, college, high school, and youth players to help secure the bag. ScoreStream, the official live scoring app of the SFL, by Sector 6, custom esports jerseys and apparel, and the exclusive SFL shop provider. And by Spyco, dedicated to the craft of audio. Arrow Shots brought to you by AvViews, united by drone. Visit avviews.com to see more drone footage. And we're back live here in New Orleans, the Big Easy. Everybody, put your fours up in the sky. We're in the fourth quarter, baby. 11 minutes to go. Xander Go calling the signal, up 24-14. There's an out route down to the bottom of the field. They're going to call it complete. And that's Jacine Clifton coming up with a 2-yard gain there on that out route. I think Gold Cam laid it out too far, and he just let him right out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a critical third down for New Orleans. You see the chat on your screen putting their fours up. Again, twitch.tv/11sports next if you want to chat live with everybody.
And youth players to help secure the bag. Scores.
This is a huge third down. Could be game-changing here, Demond.
Absolutely. 4 wide receivers to the top. And that pass is going to be incomplete. Dylan Rowland comes away with a magnificent defensive coverage play there, Cam. That pass was intended for Eric Arrington, little brother of Aaron Arrington.
You know what they got a lot of down here, Demond, in Louisiana?
Gator tails.
That very close. See, we didn't even rehearse that. Almost exactly. They got a lot of alligators. He had some alligator arms on that play, dropping that pass. Oh man, we were so close. Man, that was some kinetic energy right there.
I thought you were speaking of food. Man, I love alligator tails. Oh, there's a juke move there by the return guy. He's going to run it up to the 31-yard line. And we're going to cut to a commercial break. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented to you by APM Music on 11 Sports.
We are the dreamers.
We changed the world.
Because we don't give up.
IU can help you live your dream.
IU is an online college, so your campus is wherever you want it to be.
Take classes when you want to take classes.
You receive the tools you need at no extra cost.
Even a brand new laptop and tablet to use in school.
Call IU, then tell them your dream.
Call 800-865-1877.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Simulation Football League presented to you by APM Music. You're watching live on 11 Sports. The Atlanta Swarm are down 14-21 to the New Orleans Pharaohs. Here's Dunhill, and Dunhill got Siege Falco out to the 38-yard line on that reception, picks up 7 yards on the game.
Marcus Dunhill only has 134 passing yards?
He probably could have 234 if they would have caught the ball.
Well, that's true, but I really thought Atlanta had moved the ball more. New Orleans really kind of dominated time of possession in that third quarter, but nobody scored any points. That's another win for Atlanta. They got a chance.
And there's pressure on Dunhill. Dunhill is brought down at the 33-yard line. And that's big Andre Daniels, Cam, coming away with his sack.
And that's all coaching right there, Damon. They were trying to set up the screen, but Arrington was playing in the flat, and Dunhill didn't have anywhere to go. That's the first sack since the first quarter and the first 3rd and long since the first quarter.
And that's what happens when you have disciplined corners like Arrington. Knows how to play the flats, allow that pressure from the defensive line. And they're only going to bring 3 this time. Dunhill with the big arm, and this time Woody caught it. He caught it, Cameron Irvine, down to the 24. He said, how about that? Take that and put it in your pipe and smoke it.
The drama always finds you, Demond, and Wooding this time splits the defense. I mean, right down the middle. Runs a beautiful post route. Bennett saves the touchdown. Wooding catches this one, and Atlanta's back in business.
Oh my, what a way to answer by Wooding. Shotgun formation for Dunhill. Hollywood in the backfield to his right. Wooding going out on the screen, deep post, and that pass is incomplete, intended for Falco there.
I'd challenge that.
I think so too, because I thought he was in myself. I think he had a foot in.
Every yard is critical down here in scoring position. I'm really surprised Coach Chisholm didn't challenge. It was on the opposite sideline from him, though.
Yeah. 4 wide receivers, no running backs, Cam, in the backfield. There's a tight end on the line. Here's Dunhill on a 2-step drop. Oh, Wooding, incomplete. I don't think it was tipped by the defender, but maybe he thought the defender did tip it.
No. Yeah, either Irvine. Let's see if he gets in his eyes there. Yeah, Wooding may have lost track of it just a little bit. I don't think Irvine got a hand on it, but he was in the area, and that's all that mattered there.
Yep. Just that little bit of interaction can just throw off the concentration that much. There's 3 receivers to the right of Dunhill. He's in the shotgun at New Orleans 24, 3rd and 10. They need a first down here, and he's going to be hit and brought down. Incomplete pass. Ray West comes up big on the defensive side of the ball for New Orleans.
Pressure again on Marcus Dunhill, forces a bad throw on 3rd down, and that's been the difference in the game. If New Orleans ends up winning this ball game, it's going to be because they got pressure up front with their front 4 on Marcus Dunhill. That unit has been sensational.
Here's going to be a 40-yard field goal attempt. There's a snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it is good right down the middle. I thought I heard a thump. I was going to say it hit the upright, but it hit the net. That's what it was.
That's a heavy net if you heard a thump.
Yeah, I heard it. Boop. Everyone, we're going to cut to a commercial break. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented to you by APM Music here on 11 Sports.
Throw on 3rd down, and that's been the difference in the game.
Oh my goodness! We've got a great matchup for you.
Touchdown! There may be a better play the rest of the day.
I know what I did in that box.
Tiger will win a major again.
Possible shot! That's what I'm talking about!
I'm John Edwards, chair of the ICF's Paracanoe Committee. Well, we've got 12 events here. We've got 35 nations from around the world here, from all continents, and we have approximately 135 athletes. So we have 2 boats. We have the kayak and the Va'a boat. The kayak is slightly wider and a little more stable in the water than the able-bodied boat. The Va'a boat is a boat which stems from Oceania and has the pontoon on one side, and of course it is tremendously stable. It's a very intense 200 meters, very exciting, which makes also very exciting finishes. There's no question this is the highlight of the year. This is also where the canoe sprint community is. This is really the highlight of ICF canoeing in the world. There are over 1,000 athletes altogether, and the event, very specially, is totally integrated. Athletes who have impairments feel totally welcome within this display of able-bodied athletes as well. It's a very positive and welcoming atmosphere here. Our first World Championship, where it was an exhibition event, was 2009 in Canada, and it has been on an absolute wonderful improvement. Every year there have been improvements, and performances have really surprised us and also surprised the International Paralympic Committee. It's all positive.
Everyone, welcome back here to the Simulation Football League, presented to you by APM Music on 11 Sports. Here's a kickoff to the New Orleans Pharaohs after that field goal by the Atlanta Swarm. There's a spin move by Aaron Arrington. Makes a man miss. Cam, he had a fist for the jersey, but he couldn't bring him down. Aaron to the 10. 5. Hollywood Boulevard. You won't believe what I just saw. Oh, my, what a play. New Orleans came to make some noise today.
It's hard to tackle a ghost, Demond. Aaron Arrington has Atlanta's number. That's all I can say. Every time he plays Atlanta, he pulls out a bag of tricks, and that kicker needs to get some new wheels because Alex Kidd had no chance. Aaron Arrington, man, he just blew this game open, and for the second time, Demond, the last 2 times Atlanta has scored, New Orleans has scored a touchdown on the next possession. That's how to win ball games in the SFL.
Absolutely. That's how you keep your foot on the throat of your opponent. Strike back, and you strike back big anytime that they score. Here's New Orleans ready to attempt the extra point. There's a snap. Fumbled it, but he got it set, and the kick is up and good. New Orleans Pharaohs jumps up 31-17. Here's a look at leader tackles. Blake Craze, 66 tackles in only 5 games played so far. There's Tank Bennett, 52. Clint Hendershot with 52 as well. Heath McDaniel II has 44, and Chad Guy with 43 tackles. And I must say that I have called all those guys' names thus far this season.
Yeah, going back to the leading tacklers with McDaniel and Bennett, we probably haven't touched enough on just how explosive these guys are defensively. I mean, this New Orleans unit, I think, they don't get enough credit for being the unit that kind of changed the game defensively in the SFL. It used to be all cover 3. Not anymore, and New Orleans is a big part of that.
There's another pass rush there by New Orleans. And going to dump it off to Hollywood, and Hollywood's brought down at the 34 after picking up 8 yards on that screen pass.
All right, so if you're Atlanta, you just got punched in the mouth again. Second time you've scored, then New Orleans has answered. You've got to punch back. You've got to get a touchdown here on this drive and keep up with them because New Orleans is not slowing down.
You took the words right out of my mouth. They need to score a touchdown. 3 points is not going to cut it. Here with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. 2-step drop by Dunhill. Throws a strike down the middle of the field to Wooding. That pass is incomplete.
Look at the live chat right now, Demond, talking about the Arrington touchdown. Brown Knight, what in the world? Swole 2011. I think those are tears of I don't think they're tears of laughter. I think it's like consoling crying there by Joshua Williams because Atlanta's just got to be kicking themselves that Aaron Arrington still has their number.
5-step drop here by Dunhill. Dunhill got a man downfield. That pass is completed. What a one-handed catch by Siege Falco.
Not only was it a great catch, but the fullback would not get out of Dunhill's way. We're not going to be able to see that, but the fullback all up in Dunhill's way and over 3 different defenders, Bennett and Jones on the tail end of that play. That pass was good enough to get over their heads and into Falco's hands, and for all the drops that Atlanta had in the first half, these receivers got a wake-up call in the locker room.
I saw that as well. The fullback was just standing there, and he wouldn't move or step up into the pocket to come away with a block. There's another screen pass to Hollywood. Got blockers. Makes a man miss. Almost picks up the first down, 2nd and inches.
There you go, Dunhill, up over 200 now. Gold with those 3 first-half picks, but has kept a clean sheet in the second half. And even though New Orleans doesn't have any offensive points in the second half, they haven't needed them thanks to Arrington.
Siege Falco, I saw him point his hand at Arrington, told him come right here. And man, they're playing so far off the defensive backs, but
Whoa.
I'm lost the words. Heath McDaniel, what a tackle.
And they gave Hollywood the first.
I don't think that was a first down, Cameron. I think he met him right at the line of scrimmage, nose to nose, mouth to mouth.
I cannot believe New Orleans is not challenging that. I mean, that if you put the pressure on Atlanta and put them in a 3rd and inches, what do you need your 3 timeouts for? You're up 14. That could be a game changer.
And these cornerbacks are playing very, very deep, Cam. Looks like about 12 yards off. Oh, my goodness. Handoff to Hollywood, and Hollywood backfield by Ray West.
This is just a down and dirty Southern-style game of football right now. New Orleans is winning the battle up front. I mean, consistently, they are beating Atlanta's offensive line, and it's rendering the Swarm just helpless.
This is straight smash mouth defense by this line, front 7 of the New Orleans Pharaohs. BDG Hollywood, another screen pass, try to get something going, but Kappa Jones told him no, sir.
Hollywood can't get cute there. It's a perfect play call. What do you do against an aggressive pass rush? You throw a screen, but and he got some blockers out there, but too much dancing in the backfield slowed that play down, and this is the biggest play of the season right now for Dunhill.
Yes, sir, it is. 5 wide receivers set here. Dunhill going deep. That pass is tipped it away. And look who it is. Tank Bennett. This guy's been all over the field tonight for this defense, coming up big on that defensive stance there.
No disrespect to Jason Hunt, but Atlanta's got to find Chisholm or Falco or Wooding on that play, or Hollywood. Somebody. You got so many weapons in this offense. You cannot try to put the game in the hands of Jason Hunt on 3rd down, and this is not a gimme field goal for Atlanta.
Nope, not at all. This is a 47-yard attempt. Good right down the middle, Irvine.
My bad.
We're going to cut to a commercial break, everyone. You're watching the Simulation Football presented by APM Music on 11 Sports.
Gimme field goal for Atlanta.
Nope, not at all. Everyone, welcome back live to the Simulation Football League, presented to you by APM Music. You're watching on 11 Sports, and here's the kickoff of the Atlanta Swarm after getting that 47-yard field goal to go right down the middle. And here's Aaron Arrington looking to break more, and that he's tackled and brought down at the 33.
I was shaking my head, Damon, because I thought he was about to get...
I was right there with you, sir.
Now, let's see if Atlanta's strategy of kicking a field goal pays off. There's still a lot of time left in this game, and New Orleans has scored no offensive points in the second half. Atlanta relying on their defense in a big way right now.
There's a 5-step drop here by Gold. Going to dump it off to Jack. Logan Jack's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage by Aquanta Shine. I haven't called his name as much as today. We called it earlier in the first quarter.
I'm just looking at this game and how it's developed with 5:28 to go in the fourth quarter, and Atlanta has been playing from behind from the very first kick of this game. They have just got to be exhausted.
3-3 nickel here by the defense. There's Deezer Powell across the middle of the field. Got an exception. They're going to pick up 7 yards on that strike. It's a great day at the office for Powell.
Chat shout-outs to Nick Castle, Cal Hawley, Swole 2011, Macrovirus 1, Packer Fred at 38053, Jay Core, Football Dude 93, Ray Nyola, and many more.
It's a handoff here to Jack. Logan Jack almost picks up the first down. No, going to come 1 yard short. Cam, if you're New Orleans, do you punt it away or do you try to go for it to be stingy here?
Ooh, that's a good question. On your own 42, I think you have to punt it away. No-win situation there. But I like your thinking, Damon, because if you get that first down, you probably run another 2 minutes off the clock and the game is over. But New Orleans going to trust in their defense as well. And now we have seen this out of Atlanta. They can score quickly with Marcus Dunhill, especially the connection to Jamal Wooding. They'll try to get that going on the next drive, hopefully, if you're hopefully for the Swarm fans.
There's Lee on the punt. Shoot move there by the return guy, and he is tackled and brought down at the 19-yard line. That's Hunt.
What a game.
It is absolutely one of the best games that I have called so far or been able to watch here in the SFL. 4 wide receivers on the set. Wooding is on the line, Cam. Look out for him. Dunhill steps up. Got Woody. He breaks a tackle. And he's brought down at the 44-yard line. On that tackle with Tank Bennett. They're going to go no huddle here. 3 minutes and 52 seconds ticking on the clock. Dunhill trotting up to the line of scrimmage. Just snap it. There's a 2-step drive. All right. And the crowd here in New Orleans is pumping.
Just deafening, Demond. And great job by Dunhill stepping up into the pocket to deliver that ball to Wooding 2 plays ago. But there you see, again, the pressure by the Pharaohs up front has been just lethal. And watch out, Dunhill. You got to get this ball out quick.
That was Coleman Fletcher on the hit of Dunhill. 2-step drop, steps up, big time sack there for the New Orleans defense once more, and this time it's Ray West. Dunhill has been hit all night long. Dunhill with the big arm, winds up, he got his man wide open. It's Wooding. Wooding has been his best receiver of the night.
I don't know if you call that wide open in the, maybe you do in the in pickup football. My golly, what a throw.
That was a big throw there by Dunhill. Dunhill got Hunt across the middle. It's 2nd and inches now. 3 minutes and 3 seconds left on the ticker. I'm about to lose my voice here.
That was a first down.
That sure was a first down. I agree with you. And they're going to call that one incomplete. Says that Falco was out of bounds. Again, and Falco is upset.
Yeah, again, in Atlanta's I guess distraction to score quickly, they really should have taken another look at that, because it looked like Hunt with ease got the first down, and now you're faced with having to pick up the first down along with trying to get some points here.
I-pro formation. 2-step drop here by Dunhill. Dunhill's going to screen pass to Hollywood. Hollywood makes a man miss, gets out of bounds, stops the clock.
And you know as well as I do, Damon, it's important here for Atlanta to score a touchdown. Why? Because if you kick a field goal, you're stuck in that no man's land onside kick situation. You got to get a touchdown here and then a 2-point conversion to give your defense a chance to play D with a long field. Oh man, this is exciting.
Dime formation for the defense. 5 wide receiver set, no tight end for the Atlanta Swarm. Dunhill goes across the middle of the field. Got a receiver, Boo Chisholm. No, I take that back, not Chisholm. That was Allen Lawrence, the backup tight end. Here's Dunhill at the 13. Dunhill steps up, got it, man! Touchdown! Atlanta Swarm! And Hunt crosses Hollywood Boulevard for the first time today.
Making me look like a F-O-O-L. My goodness. Look at Hunt step up, and Dunhill took one for the team. He knew he was going to get popped, but he needed to wait for the route to develop, and that was an absolute dime, and here we go, Damond.
Cameron Irvine, I tell you one thing, sir. I love what I do. The broadcast in this game, Atlanta is going for 2, and the New Orleans Pharaohs look like they are in a goal line situation. I would go 90 all slants here. They're going to hand it off to the halfback, And did he get it?
I don't think so. I don't think they gave it to him.
Doesn't look like it.
So now you're going to have to onside Atlanta. That was a bold strategy when you've been losing the battle up front all day, and Hollywood just couldn't get it. Here we go.
2:29 on the clock. And there's the onside kick, and New Orleans comes away with the possession.
Now here's the good news for Atlanta. Even if New Orleans kicks a field goal, it's still a one-score game, so they still have a shot. Now, New Orleans is still not in field goal range, so they're going to have to figure out how to do that next.
Looks like they're going to run it here. Gold is underneath the center. They're in a far Joker's formation. Oh, no, he's going to screen pass to Logan Jack, and this defense of Quantas Shine.
That's been the best thing about Atlanta's defense today, is that they've defended the flats really well against Logan Jack. I'm surprised New Orleans has not gotten him involved more in the running game. And on 2nd and 8 on the other side of the 2-minute warning, things about to get tense.
That's the 2-minute warning, everybody. You're watching the Simulation Football Feed presented to you by APM Music on 11 Sports. We're going to go to a commercial break, but guess what? We'll be right back.
Attention military personnel. If you or a loved one served in the military between 2002 to 2016 and later experienced hearing loss or tinnitus, call right now. Millions of service members who are issued combat arms earplugs while engaging in foreign conflicts may have been exposed to serious risk by this dangerous and defective product. You may be owed significant compensation from the manufacturer.
Call 800-658-3066. That's 800-658-3066.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Then get on board with the Tax Admiral and let us steer your way to financial freedom. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS, then call me right away. You're in charge with the Tax Admiral.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available.
Welcome back, SFL Nation. 2-minute warning here in New Orleans. The Pharaohs, 2nd and 8. At Atlanta's 39-yard line. Here's a handoff here to Logan Jack. Logan Jack is stood up by Dylan Rowland, and he stopped at the 38-yard line. 3rd and 7. They got to go to the air now.
That's why you signed Dylan Rowland in the offseason. A tremendous run stopper in Chicago. Makes the play. Jack has been eating all day on the ground, and Rowland makes a huge stop, and the chat is just going nuts over this game. Look at all that. That's just in the last about 20 seconds. Big 3rd down here.
Here's Andrew Gold going to the top, and that pass is intercepted.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my goodness. Aaron Lee jumped out of nowhere.
You call low-cost airlines. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7.
And took that one to give the Swarm another chance at it.
Huge mistake in my books. Logan Jack averaging about 7 yards a carry. What is the disadvantage of handing it off to him? You don't get the 1st down, and Atlanta burns another timeout. A huge mistake by New Orleans offense, and they may have just given the keys to the Swarm to keep their undefeated season alive. Damon, there are only 3 unbeaten teams left, and if Atlanta comes all the way back from this one, there's going to be a huge boost in the power rankings.
I agree with you, Cam. They should have ran the ball, forced Atlanta to call the timeout. But guess what? That INT stops the clock. There's a pass across the middle of the field. That pass is complete. That was Casey Morgan on the reception. 5 wide receivers set. Boo Chisholm to the top. Siege Facco down at the bottom. Dunhill under pressure. On the run. Oh, that pass is deflected away by Arrington.
I tell you, Dunhill's thrown some passes off his back foot. I mean, he looks like Favre out there today. I mean, he's just ripping them with no regard for human life. Dunhill, I mean, no fear. He's playing with a ton of confidence, but he's also running for his life. He cannot take a sack here.
He can't take a sack, but those passes he's throwing off the back foot, they are beautiful looking when they're coming out. Siege Falco down to the bottom. BDG Hollywood in the backfield all by himself. Going to drop it to Hollywood. Hollywood is running to the sideline, not going to get out of bounds. They're going to go run out no huddle here.
Great play design there.
Chisholm to the top. Here's a 7-step drop by Dunhill. Dumps it off to the halfback in the flats, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. I think they should have called a timeout there.
Yeah, Hollywood's stuck in quicksand. He looks a little exhausted, Damon.
Yeah. Snap the ball. The corners are not ready. 7-step drop by Dunhill. Oh, that pass is almost intercepted. Boo Chisholm come up with a great play.
No way.
Coleman, Rolyman Hood almost had the INT.
Oh, where is he going?
Oh, he over pursued the play. Wow.
And that was with Ray West bearing down the face of Marcus Dunhill. This has been a coming out season for Marcus Dunhill, man. He is playing such good football.
Not sure if you can remember, Cam, his rookie season. I'm pretty sure you can. Dunhill started off pretty hot that rookie season as well. Here's Dunhill, throws a laser down the middle of the field to Siege Falco.
I can't believe what I'm watching right now. New Orleans has to be sick to their stomach.
Trips to the left and also has Wooding on the line. Going to Wooding! Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown, Atlanta! What a play!
Demond! What is happening?
Wooding has to be the MVP of this game, Cameron Irvine, after that first drop in the end zone. And it was the same end zone earlier in the first quarter. He comes up big now.
Now you go for 2 again. But you still have to kick off to Aaron Arrington, though.
Oh, what a monster he is. Here's Dunhill, going to hand it out to Hollywood. Hollywood is stopped by Ray West. No, it's not Ray West, but he's stopped by a defensive tackle.
He's stopped by a big, gigantic man. It's one of them up
Oh,
there.
my goodness. Jerry Smith, 6'7", 340. Cam, if that man hit me, every bone in my body would be broken.
If I'm Atlanta, I'm not. Maybe I just rush a couple more players on the field, hope R62 doesn't notice. I need everybody out there to tackle Aaron Arrington.
I'll swift kick it. I wouldn't have kicked it. I wouldn't have kicked it right to him. And here's Arrington. Oh, mama. 32 seconds left. Xander Gold, what can you do?
They need 30 yards, Damon. They can get that in this offense. They have all 3 timeouts. And I said earlier, what do you need your timeouts for? And Atlanta's scored 15 points since then.
Xander Gold has 3 receivers to his left, a tight end on the line, which is Yassine Clifton. Gold throws a dart down the middle of the field. He got the man, and that is... Can't see the number.
I think we should get a good look at it here. Great throw by Gold. That's how you want to start this drive.
Eric Arrington. Yep, it is Eric Arrington. I know I saw a 2 and a 1. Couldn't tell which direction it was. It was the 2 was first or the 1 was first. I just know I saw a 1 and a 2.
Look at the chat.
The chat is booming.
On this touchdown.
27 seconds. Love what I'm seeing in the chats. Same formation, Irvine. Xander Golden, shotgun formation. Going to throw it out route to the top of the field. Did he catch it?
Good
3
play.
yards on the reception.
Good play call. No need to panic. They're about 10 yards away from Zen Lee hopefully having the kick of his life here.
Oh, man. I am over here. Gold throws a dart down. I'm up here shaking myself, and I have no parts of this game but besides broadcasting it. 3 wide receivers set here for the Pharaohs. Logan Jack in the backfield. Yassine Clifton on the line playing the tight end spot. And he got the man up front, up top, and that pass is going to be caught. Hit out of bounds, stops the clock. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They called the timeout to stop it. 1st and 10. Noah Martin comes away with his second reception tonight.
This is dangerous, Damon, because you can't take a sack here because you're going to have to burn your last time out and then just go into Hail Mary. If I was New Orleans, I would get a quick out somewhere and kick this thing.
I'll go down to the bottom of the field here. Throw. Oh, slants! Oh, slants! And Diesel Powell comes up with the biggest catch of his career thus far. Oh, they're going to let the clock run down to maybe about 3 seconds.
You got to burn it.
Call the final timeout.
There it is.
There it is.
We had one game, I think Atlanta was involved, where they forgot to burn it, and the game just ended. New Orleans making us wait, but this is Zen Lee's moment. What a drive for Xander Gold in response to this epic collapse by the Pharaohs here today. But one kick can end it all and send Atlanta home with their first loss of the season.
Oh, my. What a field goal this is going to be here for the New Orleans Pharaohs. And Zing Lee. Mr. Irvine, this is going to be a 35-yarder. It is on the left hash mark. There's a snap. Oh, pressure came. Kick is up. It's good. That's the end of the ball game. The New Orleans Pharaohs hold on for their second victory in the row here at home in New Orleans. Let's see this kick. Oh, that barely got in there.
Oh, man, that was close. Oh, I can't wait to get a look at the replay from the front side here in the postgame show, Damon. He almost hit the cross or the left post there, and Mark Chisholm's just got to be shaking his head going, you got to be kidding me. We fight all the way back from down 17, and we lose a game like that. Look at the
my
stats.
goodness, look at these stats. Neck and neck, 1 yard apart. Oh, look at the turnovers there, though. And you would think that the other team would win the game who came with the less turnovers for their team.
Man, I don't know what to say, Damon. I mean, New Orleans now, they've won 2 in a row. They still have some things to clean up. But one thing is for certain, they can apply some pressure on the quarterback. And if they can just get their secondary situated so that they don't give up so many big plays, New Orleans is going to be back in the conversation of championship caliber teams. I remember on the season or the schedule release show, the analysts actually gave their selections of who they thought was going to be in the championship game, and the only team that was picked by everybody was New Orleans. People saw so many good things out of them last year, and they got off to such a slow start. But man, they really needed this one. 2-3 feels a whole lot better than 1-4.
Absolutely. The New Orleans Pharaohs have to feel great about themselves. They came out here and they hit the big boys, Atlanta Swarm, right in the mouth, Cam. Did not allow them to score at all in the third quarter, held them down, and Atlanta did fight back, but the Pharaohs came in and stole this victory from the Atlanta Swarm, who came in here today after a bye week last week and thought they was going to run all over the Pharaohs.
Wooding finishes with a $130 and a touchdown. Jack with 115 and a touchdown. Powell was in the same area. Aaron Lee had a couple of interceptions. Tank Bennett with 12 solo tackles. I don't know who you give the player of the game to, Damon. I think you give it to Gold just because he was able to execute that game-winning drive.
I think you have to go with Gold, Cameron Irvine as well. I think that's going to be your player of the game.
We'll get a look here in a minute. Coming up next, the Denver Nightwings take on the Houston Hyenas. That comes your way at 8:30 on the network, so make sure to tune into that. Damon will be sweating that one out just as much as he sweat in the broadcast booth here tonight, and Powell's going to get the player of the game. Take us home, Damon.
There it is. Teaser Powell comes away with the player of the game. I was not expecting that one. Well, hey everyone, thank you for watching the Simulation Football League presented to you by APM Music on 11 Sports. I was your commentator today, Damon Simeon, and alongside me was Mr.
Cameron Irvine.
And hey everyone, we're signing out. Don't forget to catch the action coming up later on this evening. The Houston Hyenas are hosting the Denver Night Wings.